I sat there in my room, almost midnight, and as usual I could not sleep. Reading articles on my computer, my TV blaring some random comedy, my music blasting was my routine for eventually falling asleep. Well, as I was reading, I came across an article that read that I could speak to the dead. My grandfather had passed away recently, and I felt that I never got to leave him with a proper goodbye. So I decided that this might be the way that I could contact him. Now the first steps seem pretty basic for something like this. Draw a circle on a piece of paper. Then next it told me to put an item that the person you are trying to reach cherished. So I grabbed one of his pipes. He switched out almost annually, so I had several laying around my house. I sat it down in my crudely drawn circle and read the next step. Cut the tip of both of your pointer fingers and write your name with your right finger and the person you want to contact with the left. The blood soaked in quickly, revealing my grandfather's and my name pretty clearly. The next step was to repeat a phrase and smash the object in the circle. I left to get my hammer from downstairs, but as I was reaching the doorway to my downstairs hallway, I swore I heard peaceful singing coming from my room. I brushed it off. No one was here except me, and if someone had broke in, they couldn't have gotten past me as I was going downstairs. It was just my TV or music. I ran back up the stairs, hammer in hand, and I decided it was almost good protection if someone was in the house. I brought my hammer up in hand, above the pipe, and spoke. My dear beloved, I wish to hear. I hear your voice. To hear your joyful noise. I smashed the object in the circle. That was it. I yelled out into the air. Grandpa, it's me! But was held to no surprise to hearing his voice. I knew it had been good to be true. I knew it had been too good to be true. Thoroughly pissed that I had to just smash one of my grandfather's pipes for no reason. I rolled up the paper and went back downstairs to put up the hammer and throw away the mess I had caused. Again, as I reached the doorway to my stairs, I heard that singing. I shut the door to my stairs and stayed down. If someone was up there, then it would have to come down to get me. I laid on my couch facing the hallway leading to my stairs, waiting and waiting. Slowly, I fell asleep. I awoke to breathing above me. I didn't dare open my eyes. No telling how long the person had been there watching me asleep. I gripped my hammer tightly, getting ready to swing at the person, when it brushed its leathery, worn hand against my cheek and pushed the hair out from my eyes. Only one man could ever do that to me, my grandfather. I opened my eyes to see a thing standing there, eyes red from exhaustion and lack of sleep, grinning and playing with its twitching fingers. Body covered in tarp of some sort, ragged and weathered, white hair falling down towards its knees. I screamed and threw my hammer at the thing, getting up as quickly as possible and heading for my front door. That's when the singing started. High-pitched, peaceful, almost nauseating sound. I had reached the door when I stopped and looked back the way I came to see if the singing was coming from that monstrosity of a human being. There it stood, holding its tarp open with two little children underneath it. Next to that thing's twisted and distorted body, they held on to each other, to each of its long legs, singing their hearts out. One of the children missing its teeth and an eye, while the other seemed covered in mold encrusted to that thing's leg. I ran. I didn't stop to look back. I didn't pretend that they might not catch me. I just didn't want to see that image again, so I ran. I ran as fast as I could. And when I reached the town up the road, I notified the police of what this thing was, but they didn't believe me. So I took down the site for the ritual. But children are still disappearing. I let this thing loose. More missing people's reports are being filed. And I know not all of them can be this thing. I saw it once more after this event at a friend's birthday party. He was your typical man, but he played with his fingers and kept singing to himself. But he acted so inviting and friendly to everyone, so I've taken to call it joyful. But you will always hear around that thing, a peaceful, serene, I can't describe it as anything other than noise.